Learn English story. It was 6 o'clock in the morning, and in his little house in the little village in Mexico, Mario was asleep. He was still asleep at 7, at 8, at 9, and at 10 o'clock. Most days Mario woke up at about 11. Then his wife usually went to the shop to buy tortillas and coffee for his breakfast. Mario was lucky man because Pedro the shopkeeper was a good friend and never asked him to pay for his food. But one morning, Pedro woke up feeling angry. I get up for every said to himself. But Mario lies in bed all morning doing nothing. He does not work and I give him a free food. That's enough. If he wants any more free food, he will have to do some work for me. Later that morning, Mario's wife walked into the shop at the usual time. Tell your husband that I cannot give him any more free food. Pedro said, I am making extra room on the side of my house. If you help me carry some large rock from the quarry, then you can have more food. Oh no, said Mario. When you hear Pedro's words, those rocks are too heavy for me to move. How many times must I say, if God wants to give, He will give. And when He gives, He will push it through the window. Please no more talk of work. What about nice cup of fresh coffee? After that, he put on his clothes and left the house. Later that morning, Mario was walking up the hill, happily watching the clouds in the sky. Suddenly he heard a shout behind him. Who there? Turning round, he saw that the ox was galloping nearer and nearer. A man was riding the ox and shouting, but the ox did not stop. Who? The rider shouted again, but the ox did not go any slower. Now the ox was right in front of the Mario. He jumped at it, took the ox in his hand and made it stop. The rider was an old man with long white hair. He got down. You don't run around all day like other people, he said to Mario, but you are there when someone needs you. You are a very kind, replied Mario, but do be like this is not hard. I try to sleep well, eat well, and not worry about things. Well, today you are really helped me, said the old man, and so I want to give you a gift of God. A gift of God? I don't understand, said Mario. When God gives a gift to somebody, the old man explained, only the person that God gives to can keep it up. Follow me. Mario followed him and they went up the hill. There the old man stopped and showed him a large rock. Under that rock he said are some leaves. Under the leaves are some chesters. In the chesters you will find the gift of God waiting for you. Mario went over to the rock, knelt by it and took it in his hand. He moved it easily, then he moved the leaves and saw 6 chests made of food. Slowly he opened one of the chests. Inside it there were hundreds of silver coins. He opened a second chest and a third. All 6 chests were full of silver coins. Mario turned to thank the old man, but strangely was not there anymore. Mario picked up some of the coins and put them in his pocket. Then he closed all the 6 chests, put leaves over them again and put back the rock. Now after all this work, he felt tired. He sat down under a tree and went to sleep. When Mario woke up, he was hungry. He remembered something about a ox, an old man and some silver. But then he remembered something much more important, lunch. He started walking quickly down the hill to his house. Suddenly he heard a clinking noise. He put his hand in his pocket and found 6 silver coins there. That evening Mario's wife went back to the shop. She put the coins in Pedro's hand. My husband sent you this. We need rice, chicken, tortillas, tomatoes and coffee. Pedro's mouth fell open when he saw the silver coins in his hand. How did Mario get so much money? He asked. Come to our house tomorrow morning after 11, the wife said, and he will tell you. The next morning Pedro heard the story. He was not really sure if it was true. But Mario, he cried, why did not you bring all those chests home with you? They were too heavy, Mario explained. I needed oxes too, no oxes. And my friend, how many times have I told you, if God wants to give, He will give. And when He gives, He will push it through the window. I know, Pedro said, I have some oxes. I will come to your house tonight and we will go to this place together. My oxes will carry all 6 chests. You will keep 3 of them and give the other 3 unto me. We will become rich together. Do you agree? All right, said Mario. He was happy because his wife was cooking delicious chicken for dinner. Petra went back to his shop. But he began to think, why must I share the silver with the Mario? My oxes belongs to me. Without them, Mario can do nothing. And he won't know what to do with the money. He will just eat and sleep as usual. But I always know what to do with money. I will build a large house. That night at 11 o'clock, Mario was asleep. Husband said his wife, wake up. It's already 11 o'clock and your friend has not come. He just slept, said Mario. And he went back to the sleep. An hour late, the wife woke her husband again. Husband, it's midnight. I am afraid that Pedro has decided to keep all the silver for himself. Midnight? It's too late to go anywhere now. Wife, go to sleep. After that, Mario and his wife slept all through the night without waking up again. While Mario was sleeping, Pedro up the hill with his oxes and his men. He told the men to move the rock and look under the leaves. They found the 6 chests. Open them, Pedro said. But when they opened them, they saw no silver coins inside, only lots of dirt and stones. My friend Mario is laughing at me. He thinks that is the sunny. Pedro shouted. Well, I know how to be funny too. He told his men to put the chests onto the oxes to carry them down to the hill and to leave all the dirt and stones in front of Mario's house. They did this and then they went back home. The next morning, when Mario's wife woke up, she could not open the door or window. Mario got out of bed and he pushed the door. He could not open it, not even a crack. He pushed the window and at last opened a crack. Lots of silver coins came through the crack and fell onto the floor. The husband, the wife said, Pedro did came last night. Perkouts, replied Mario, but all this work has made me angry. What about nice tortilla? Later that morning, the shopkeeper mouth fell open for the second time in 2 days. Mario's wife came into the shop and bought some more food and new clothes for herself and Mario. She put 20 silver coins down in front of the shopkeeper. What happened yesterday? We waited for you until midnight, she said. I was worried when you did not come. Then this morning, it all came through the window. But surely you gave us more than enough. It was not me, Pedro said quickly. Of course it was. Who else would leave all those coins outside her house? There was silence. Then Pedro said quietly, your husband always says that if God wants to give, He will give. And that when He gives, He will push it through the window.